What's up, everybody? Gerard here from the 3T crew. Today we break down the G1 Climax Block A and B participants. I'll break down who I think will be in the block finals and who I think will win this year's G1, as long as giving you a quick analysis on all the participants involved. To keep up to date with anything of the 3T crew and the Through the Table podcast, check us out on Apple, Google Play, Spotify, TuneIn Radio, and now iHeartRadio. And if you want to buy us the t-shirts, if you want to support the 3T crew, and if we're your favorite podcast, support us. We're on ProWrestlingTees.com. To catch up on us on social media, we're on Instagram at iStrongStyle and Through the Table, and on Twitter at 3TPod. And now let's break down the G1 Climax 30. So now we got Block A here. Block A, I'll run down the participants. Kota Ibushi, Jeff Cobb, Kazuchika Okada, Tomohiro Ishii, Will Ospreay, Shinko Tagi, Minoru Suzuki, Taichi, Jay White, the returning Jay White, and lastly, the Tokyo Pimp, Yujiro Takahashi. Let me run it down. We'll go backwards on this one. Takahashi, I don't think has much of a chance. He's been feuding with Okada recently, but I do not think he has a chance to win the G1 this year. So I don't even think he makes it to the block final. I think he finishes last in the block. Jay White. Jay White's returning from the coronavirus excursion, I guess. He has a great chance to win. He was in the finals last year. I think he has just as good of a chance as any to win Block A. Taichi is the tag team champion with Zack Sabre Jr. I do not see him going far in this tournament. He's one of those guys. He's going to go 4-6 or 5-4 here. He'll be right around that. The never openweight champion, Minoru Suzuki. Big fan of Suzuki. I do not think he wins this year's G1. I don't think they really want to have him in that spot. Shinko Tagi, on the other hand, is much more the opposite. He just lost the never openweight title. He is due to be elevated up the card. He was one of the aces of Dragon Gate for years. I can see him being elevated. He is a possible winner of Block A. Now we have Will Ospreay in his second G1. I do not see him winning. I think he's going to have, might be the MVP of the block, possible MVP of the block. I do not see him winning. I do see him getting really close towards the end, though. Tomohiro Ishii, everyone's MVP of the G1 nearly every year. He's the MVP most years, but I do not see him winning. I would like to see him maybe challenge for the IWGP title again at some point, but I don't know if they're going to have him wrestle for at Wrestle Kingdom. Kazuchika Okada, the eventual favorite, the evident favorite, every year. Do not see him winning this year. I think he's involved in the King of Pro Wrestling stuff, so don't see him winning this year. I think we're going to see something different from Okada this year. Jeff Cobb is much in the Yujiro Takahashi route. I do not see. I think out of anybody in the block, he has zero chance to win this block. I do not see him winning the block at all. Kota Ibushi, on the other hand, he won the G1 last year. I do not see him running back to back like Drake. I would love it because I'm a big Ibushi mark, but I do not see him winning this block. I think I have him finishing third in the block. Okada fourth. My top two in the block is the Switchblade Jay White and the Dragon Shinko Tagi from Los Ingobernables de Japón. Now, before they announced that the foreign guys and Kenta would be back, I had Shingo winning this block. I know Rice Krispie did predict that he would be in the finals, the block finals. I do have Switchblade Jay White winning this block. Not the biggest fan of Jay White, but he's very talented and he's gone a long way. I think this might be his year. Now we're going into Block B. Block B does not have as many bangers on paper as they do on Block A side, but we got some pretty interesting names. Hiroshi Tanahashi, the ace. Juice Robinson, Hiroki Goto, YTR, the King of Pro Wrestling himself, Toru Yano. We have Yoshihashi, the never openweight six-man champion, the double champ, Tetsuya Naito. We have Sanada. We also have Zack Sabre Jr., Kenta, and Evil. Okay, we got a pretty good block right there overall. I do like how this block is shaping up. So let's break it down. Evil has just as good of a chance as any to win this block and the G1 this year. He's on the run of his career, so it wouldn't surprise me if he wins this block. Kenta, I do not see Kenta winning this block. I think Kenta is going to be slotted more into the mid-card of New Japan going forward. He's kind of lined up with a feud with Moxley at some point, so that might be a Wrestle Kingdom match. Zack Sabre Jr., tag champ, I do not see him winning this block. Sanada's an interesting name. because of his freelancer status, it kind of holds him back a bit. at times, but he has just as good of a chance as any if they really want to push this guy, because he was challenging Okada 3 times, I think, last year in 2019 for the IWGP Heavyweight title. Now the champ, Tetsuya Naito. Normally you don't really pick the champs, but this would be an interesting year to have the champ actually win the G1. I do not have him winning this block, but that's an interesting possibility to talk about. Yoshihashi definitely not winning. I think he's going to have a better showing than he's had in recent years. Toru Yano, don't see Yano winning. Yano's a comedy character. That's not happening. Hiroki Goto is the mid-card, one of the mid-card aces of New Japan. Do not see him winning this block. This block has a lot less meat on the bone, so to speak, here. Juice Robinson is coming back from the COVID excursion. Do not see him winning this block. He's a tag team guy right now. Tanahashi is very interesting because we might see another rise of the Phoenix, so to speak, with Tanahashi. We might not. I don't know where they're going with Tanahashi. I think they're building towards an Ibushi-Tanahashi match at Wrestle Kingdom this year, which I would love personally. I think that would be a great way to elevate Ibushi even further going into maybe next year he wins the IWGP title. So for my Block B finals, I have Sanada versus Evil, Los Ingobernables de Japón, former tag team partners, former faction teammates. That's where I think it's going. I will have Sanada winning Block B, actually. I'm going to go with a little surprise here. It's going to be Sanada versus the Switchblade Jay White in the G1 finals. My final pick would be the Switchblade Jay White. So I have Jay White winning, and he'll be fighting Naito at Wrestle Kingdom. This is going off Ibushi losing 2 years ago and then winning the G1. He lost in the finals. Tanahashi won this year. I think they're going to go with that pattern for a little bit. So that's where I got Jay White winning the G1. My block finals is Shingo versus Jay White and Sanada versus Evil. So that's where we're going with that. Some matches to look out for is Ibushi and Suzuki comes to mind. Ishii Okada. Tanahashi Evil. Naito versus Sanada. 4 matches that I'm kind of really looking forward to. So that's it for our G1 Climax preview special. Once again, I'm Gerard from the 3T Crew, signing off. Until next time, see you guys.